most prominent couples in the UFC. I know you've been training together for a long time. Is this sort of thing kind of old hat to you guys at this point, or do you still find ways to train together that you're discovering?
Yeah, Pat is ever evolving, even not fighting anymore. He's always coming up with new techniques and new philosophies and just more. He always does things better for other people than for himself. And so when he was in fighting himself, I think he kind of just wanted to focus on me at the same time. So it's definitely better for him to be on this side of things at this point and helping me, because his creativeness is just like out there, and he like I said, he's coming up with new techniques every day and concepts with fighting, and it's really helping me a lot.
You're living in Colorado now. How do you feel the altitude training is going to help you during this fight?
I think I don't really know necessarily physically what are all the advantages scientifically and stuff like that. I know it raises your blood cell count or whatever, but for me it's more mental. It's now I don't even going back and forth between the altitude unless if I go back and forth twice. I don't even really notice it anymore. So it's just more being able to be okay with being comfortable. I don't think you ever get fully acclimated to the altitude. It's just being okay with things that make you uncomfortable, and that's just one more obstacle that I can overcome, and it makes me stronger mentally as well as any obstacle that comes my way here.
Have you noticed more energy since coming to Vegas?
Yeah, I do, and I don't know if it's just because of the altitude or if it's because I'm just feeding off everybody's energy and stuff like that. At the same time, it's also when I'm not right before this workout, I was just feeling man, I need to take a nap, and that's always how you feel on fight day. You really feel tired, but it's all just your body preparing you. It makes you feel like you have to take a nap, but really your body's just saving it all up, and then you see that product just right there.
So Rose, this will be your third pro fight in the UFC and your second main event. That's got to be a record for the division or something like that for people who aren't established champions already.
Yeah.
How do you feel about just how successful you've been in the UFC and the fact that you got in so far so quickly?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely I'm really hard on myself a lot, but I have to always just step back and see everything that I've done, and it's really amazing. There's no losing this situation. It's all an experience under my belt, and I don't know, it's just really amazing. I've always excelled at things in my life, just growing up, just whatever I was doing, whether it be, I don't know, doing the dishes or doing homework or doing sports. I was always trying to be the best at it no matter what, and I guess it just paid off.
And obviously there's a ton of pressure that comes with that success, but it can be a good thing or a bad thing. Some people thrive off it. How do you feel about the level of pressure?
I mean, I think it's just your attitude towards it. This fight, like I said before, I was kind of last time I was in the title shot, I was focused on the past and then too much focus on the future. I just gotta stay present in the moment right now. I'm enjoying these interviews and stuff, and I'm enjoying just my time here in Vegas every day. And I'm not gonna look past or before that, or after that, I should say.
Being said, headlining this card, it's a huge fight week. You're being used to sell a pretty big card. Does this feel like a new phase in your career or a next step?
Yeah, it always is. I wake up every morning trying to be a new, better person and version of myself. I never try and be the same thing. So that's what's going to be hard for girls to keep up with me, because I'm always ever evolving my style, always trying to improve, and you can't ever expect anything from me. You can always just expect me to be dangerous.
How about in the wrestling department? I know that was something that you wanted to put some focus on. How much have you really honed that in on this training camp? Paige isn't necessarily so much as so for this fight in particular, I'm always working on just wrestling in general, but for this fight we've more worked on the upper body type of stuff. The low level double leg, low double legs to shoot in. It's not really her style necessarily, but I'm also prepared for that if she decides to throw a wrench into things. I'm always prepared. But, I've been working a lot with Justin Gaethje, who's a WSOF champ, and she's his fighting style is like Paige but times 1,000. And he just goes in there, goes forward, knocks people out, but he's also a really good wrestler. And just more working on clinch defense and, just neutralizing that position and being explosive in the places that she wants you to just crumble.
In regards to women's MMA, what was your reaction to Holly Holm knocking out Ronda Rousey?
Man, if somebody had recorded my reaction, I was all over the place. I was so impressed with Holly. I can't even imagine how much pressure that Ronda was under in that fight and just in any of her fights. But, so I still have a huge level of respect for her and just going out there and being so gangster with it and just keep running forward at her. But Holly, man, she's an inspiration. She's just so impressive, like beyond impressive, beyond words.